Hi, I'm Jenelle Evans, and this is my reality TV secrets. So my audition for Teen Mom was pretty intense because they wanted me to sit down, answer like 50 questions on camera, and then I had to show a whole tour of my house and my family. It was really crazy getting the call from the producers that they wanted to meet me up to cast me for the show because I never expected it in a million years, and I just went on MTV.com, went to casting calls, submitted myself, didn't think anything of it. 2 weeks later, they were like, we want to come meet you. And they came and met me and my mom, and then they were like, are you interested in joining the show? I said yes, and it was history from there. I think what really stood out to them was me and my mom's dynamic inside of the casting tape because we got along, but you can tell that there was a little bit of tension there. When it came to shooting for the show, nothing was really off limits for me. I know a lot of the other girls, sometimes they would hide things like new boyfriends they were dating or some drama that happened, but I was like, hey, there's drama, come here, get this. One time, me and Nathan were fighting, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he would not stop arguing with me, and he would not let the argument go. And I called my producer down the street and I said, come here, he won't shut up, so just come film this. She's like, okay. And she showed up, and yeah, they filmed the whole thing. Yeah, it was me and Nathan in the kitchen arguing, and we were arguing about him drinking. Sometimes they would have like missing pieces in our story that they would have to come back and film and then put back in our storyline. Like, oh, we didn't catch when you dropped off your son to, you know, your ex. We need to get that. Sometimes we would dye our hair, and when they would come back, they would be like, we have to get that scene of you from a month ago doing this. And I'm like, well, I dyed my hair. So they would bring wigs for us to wear sometimes. And then the fans would catch it, but sometimes they would make us wear, you know, beanies on top of the wig so you wouldn't tell it was a wig. They make you walk in and out of doors twice. They're like, all right, we need to get you going out the door. All right, now wait a second. We got to go out the door. You go back in. Now come out. So like a lot of double things we had to do. I say the percentage of Teen Mom being real to fake, I would say real, I would say 40%, and then the rest fake. It's like you have real drama that they base your storyline off of, but they have you re-talk about it in a more dramatic way. And they also, I feel like people are plotted against each other, like your ex and you, when you were completely fine to begin with. They definitely try to cause drama between the girls. It used to not be like that because we used to all film our separate, you know, storylines. But now that everything's merged, it's like, they're like, oh, can you FaceTime Brianna, talk to her about, you know, Jade? Or can Jade and Brianna talk about Jenelle? Like, and then you find out that everyone's talking about each other, but you kind of don't take it, the girls really don't take it to heart against each other because we know it's not them really doing it. I definitely feel like the producers caused a little bit of drama in our lives because it was just a lot of instigating. I think just working with the crew in general, the crews that we worked with were awesome. The producers behind the scenes, you know, they're a different story. But like the camera crew, the audio crew, I feel like every time you work with them, it's like working with family.